Alright, so today is Magic Kingdom Day, and, on the one hand, there won't really be anything new for us to do since last time we were here, especially since the Tron coaster still hasn't opened in Tomorrowland, as I've said numerous times here. But on the other hand, it's still Magic Kingdom, it'll still be a fun experience regardless. And now we are actually in the Magic Kingdom Park. As you can probably see, the train station is closed off and under maintenance, but that's all right by us. We don't usually use that anyways. But our course of action is to travel clockwise around the park, which means we will be visiting Adventureland first and foremost. Alright, well that was a thing that happened. And there's the newly repainted Cinderella Castle. I presume they did this for the 50th anniversary. It looks nice. That's really all I have to say about it. So I don't know if it shows up very well on my camera, but you can see Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore. They're on the train station. I have to assume Pooh is with them, but just blocked behind that tree or something. Yeah, there's another example of the character sightings they're doing now. Let this be a lesson to all those rascals who download movies on the internet. Soon may the weatherman come to bring the sugar and tea. I have to wonder, what good are these cannons doing when they're just facing that wall? It's not like they're actually gonna hit anything. Now see, this cannon has the right idea. It's pointing out the window here. Maybe those other cannons should take notes.
You miserable.
Weigh anchor now, you swabbies. What may I offer for these hearty heads? Every one an egg layer.
Not less they be laying golden eggs.
Hey there, you bilge rat.
Oh, quit your clucking. The gentleman wants the rum. Don't you, boy?
Oh, and the treasure map and the key as well. What I wouldn't give to see the look of Captain Jack
Take this poultry sum, starving to cover my expenses. Expenditures, Jules. Drink up, me hearts, yo ho. Yo ho, yo ho, Lawrence.
Well, I suppose there's worse things in Magic Kingdom to make the first thing you do than pirates. Especially now that I've actually gotten footage of the new red figure. Relatively new, I suppose. But anyways, while we're here in Adventureland, we're gonna see if we can get in line for Jungle Cruise now. Well, there's the man himself. Yeah, I don't know why this is entirely necessary. I might have said this last time, but I just would like to bring it up again. I will not rip off Dave, Charlie, and myself and sing Skipper Dan.
Watch you guys.
No, really, I won't. You know how old that joke is?
Not too whopping old, but yeah, they're known as the rulers of the jungle. Although, if I'm honest with you, they're mostly just monarchs. So that, we're now approaching Inspiration Falls, and Inspiration Falls, they tell me, gets its name, because if you stare at it long enough, it will inspire even the most timid of traveler to go. And go. And go. Python, now, you guys know how I know it's a python and not a boa? Well, because it's got no feathers. The more you know of it, folks. They are very rare. So enjoy them while you can, because you're never going to see one again. One of the birds left on a planet where the hand of man has yet to set foot. Now, folks, looks like those lions over there are protecting that sleeping zebra, right? Falls, starts to Falls, well, they tell me, has more water go over it in 1 minute than a person can drink in their entire lifetime. Now, folks, I don't know about you all, but personally, I find that fact, well, pretty hard to swallow. Incredible steel, well, galvanized steel. Yeah, we gotta hop off. Looks like we're now entering a pool of hungry hippos. Some of their main conversations, but don't freak out or anything on me, alright? I'm gonna go losing our marbles. But anyways, guys, well, now it's time. And it ain't the one and all. This jungle is a big room. And let's make it. It's the red side. Great reminder what happens if you stay in the shower for too long. Yeah, you'll turn into an elephant. Almost happened to me once, if I'm going to be honest with you. Just kidding. I don't shower. Oh no, folks, we're going to try and sneak by this elephant, but if you're in the back, you want to attack, do it! Goose. So, like that, folks, not a moment too soon, and well, quite a few moments that you're all never going to be able to get back. Too late. We're ready to approach the dock. So, I want to thank you all this time for joining me on today's Jungle Cruise, because, well, folks, we've kind of laughed together. We've cried together. We very nearly almost died together. That makes us kind of like a family, right? Well, like any family, folks, 10 minutes with you all is simply enough. So, with that being said, there's really only one thing left for me to say after a cruise like the one we just experienced. And, well, folks, it's the same thing that my dear sweet family said to me on my 18th birthday just a few short months ago. And that is, well, folks, your free ride's over, so gather up all your personal belongings and, well, get out.
So yeah, that skipper was pretty good. Had some pretty nice jokes. Some of them I wasn't able to catch on camera, but they were about the same level. He looked nothing like Dwayne Johnson, though, so 0 out of 10 stars. But yeah, with Adventureland sufficiently conquered, I suppose it's time for us to mosey on over to Frontierland, where hopefully I'll feel a little more at home. You know, now that I think about it, the transition from Frontierland to Adventureland in this area does kind of make sense. You can see the blending of the Spanish influences here. There's the future home of Princess Tiana and company. He's enjoying the last few years he has on this property. Who am I kidding? Years is kind of generous, ain't it? Also, for obvious reasons, I won't be filming on this ride either. So I know Splash Mountain is a popular attraction and all, but there's no way that this is a good way to deal with crowd flow. So yeah, I believe that we are farewell to Splash Mountain before it gets rethemed to Princess and the Frog. Gotta say, I understand why they're refaming it, and I appreciate that they are. But I think I'm gonna miss Splash Mountain just a little bit, you know? Just not enough to ravenously demand the theme to be reversed, because who would be crazy enough to do that? But yeah, it was my favorite for a while, and I'm gonna miss it. What can I say? Anyways, now we're heading over to the other big ride in Frontierland, that being Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Again, big thrill ride, roller coaster at that, so no filming, again. So yeah, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. As advertised, it was in fact the wildest ride in the wilderness. So now that we've done about all we need to do in Frontierland, we'll be moving on to Liberty Square, where I expect the only thing we'll really be doing is the Haunted Mansion. This is not over! Bears! And here we are at Liberty Square, or as I like to call it, the World Showcase America Pavilion that got way too bloated for its own good. Whew. Chills. Literal chills.
This first edition, only good students. And marble busts of the greatest ghost writers the literary world has ever known. They have all retired to the Haunted Mansion. Actually, we have 999 happy homes here, but there's room for 1,000. Any volunteers?
It's time to respond. Send us a message from somewhere beyond. Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween, awaken the spirits with your tambourine. Creepies and crawlies, toads in a pond. Let there be music from regions beyond.
The happy haunts have received your sympathetic vibrations and are beginning to materialize. Their essential ones, sweet
We'll live happily ever after.
They have selected you to fill our order. They'll walk you until you return.
So is it just me, or did the mansion seem a bit darker than usual? Like lighting-wise, like the human caretaker in the graveyard, you could barely see if you weren't looking for him. But anyways, due to the rather limited number of dining options here in Magic Kingdom that are open, we will be moving through Fantasyland all the way over to Tomorrowland to Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe for lunch. So we're gonna have to come back here later, I suppose. Here, as we exit Cosmic Rays, we get quite a nice view of the construction for the upcoming Tron Light Cycle Power Run, or however they're going to shorten that name for the American audience. But anyways, now we are going to circle back around to Fantasyland and see what we can do there. And here we are at a miraculously short line to Peter Pan's flight.
Help me! Mr. Speed, help me! I'm coming, Captain.
Exit to your right.
I'm coming, Captain.
And watch your step.
Alright, so that was Peter Pan's flight, and, well, it's a Fantasyland dark ride. What do you want me to say about it? Anyways, now we are headed over into the Enchanted Forest to experience the Seven Dwarves Mine Train. And although Seven Dwarves Mine Train is probably one of the tamer coasters here, I still don't want to risk much by filming. So, alright, now where's the little bags for us to collect as many gemstones as we want? Alright, now that that's through with, it's time for Tomorrowland and Space Mountain, and I believe that'll actually be the last thing we do here. Ready for round 2, you big old hunk of metal. And I'm sure this needn't be said, but this one's not getting filmed either. Wouldn't be able to see much anyway. And between this and Star Tours, I'm not really sure if Disney knows what an airport for space would really look like. So, yeah, I'm redoing this because the quality first time was awful. But, yeah, that's Space Mountain. It was, dark, it was intense, it was awesome. What more could I possibly say about it? And with that out of the way, that's basically all of Magic Kingdom. I know it's a bit disappointing to not have been able to do everything, but this park has seen some of the longest lines of any we've been to today. So it really just felt like we were just getting the big ones out of the way that we wanted to, and just kind of disregarding everything else so that we didn't have too painful of an experience here today. Well, farewell Magic Kingdom. Always reliable. Alright, so that was Magic Kingdom, and as you can see, what I got there was this rainbow hat with the old Disney World logo on it. Looks really nice, I think. Now, tomorrow is our off day / Disney Springs day, so I probably won't film anything that day, but the day after that is our last day going to an actual park, which is Hollywood Studios. So I'll see you then.
Take me back to when we found weekend jobs, and when we got paid, we'd buy cheap spirits and drink them straight. Me and my friends have not thrown up in so long. Oh,